Hello, everyone. Welcome to, I guess this is what, Patrick versus Mauricio? Did I say that right?
Yep.
Dang, I'm learning, guys. Whew. We have Love Life Sunshine versus Fate for the Weiss Schwarz Invitational.
There we go.
Both these players have been to Worlds a couple times. I don't know how many times
The
Patrick
problem
has
I had
gone.
was my
Wait, what?
mic.
Oh,
The cable's like very loose.
okay. But yeah. So I know Patrick has at least been to Worlds once, and I know
Is my game better now, Kit?
Yeah, it's good.
Wait, Kit, I can't hear you.
I did it. Oh, he can't hear me. No wonder he keeps talking.
Oh no.
You hear me?
Do you
Oh,
hear
no.
us now?
Here we go. I can hear you guys again.
Oh, okay, sweet. We
Yeah.
already went live. Yeah,
Very
so
cool.
we're gonna get this match underway in a second here. Is there anything you guys want to say about I guess this matchup before we get started?
I think Sunshine is the more favored deck in this particular matchup.
I would
Mainly-
agree.
Yeah, it does seem
Mainly
seem like the better deck.
answers Mauricio's initially presenting in his list aren't really adequate enough to take down the Sunshine board. He doesn't have anti-change counters. He doesn't have like the Ilya bottom decker. He just has the Rider, and that's not even like a really good out to the board.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he manages to handle it.
All right. Dean, did you leave the channel? I need you to join back up before we
I'm
start.
trying to.
Oh.
Kit, we're having some technical issues because my computer's really good.
Sorry, guys. Give us 1 minute. Are you getting some kind of error message or anything?
Uh,
Coon's question. The stock swap Fumio is a little too gimmicky, mainly because the Fumio part of it is
Well,
it's just a normal refresh. You don't leave anything out.
yeah. We'll probably talk about this a little bit more. Well, I probably won't be doing a lot of talking tonight. But the one thing about that gimmick together is that it works infinitely better if you play caster level 3, which Mauricio is not playing caster. But think we're ready. I think we're ready to go. So I'm just gonna let these guys start. Let me switch over screens here. Sorry about Patrick's quality. He's playing from a cell phone, so unfortunately we don't get the crisp HD. Let me let these guys know to start. Hey guys, you guys can go ahead. Let me unmute their audio. All right.
Just making sure I do go.
All right, so we'll see how this goes.
Yes. All right.
But yeah, if I had to favor somebody in this matchup at the moment, I would favor Patrick, mainly because I think the Sunshine in this matchup is just a lot more favored.
no. Yeah, I think it's like just the Yos are going to be coming down, and Fate's not going to be able to handle them, and some of those burns just like only a couple burns have to stick, and then Patrick's pretty much like taking control of the game, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Agreed, 100%. I think we were talking about stock swap Fumio at the beginning.
Yep.
I think one like weird edge case thing with that is because it's a 1/1 stock swap. Sunshine really likes to hide their Yo in stock. That's kind of a high role play, but not completely irrelevant. As we can see, a Yo going to stock here on
Getting
first trigger.
Getting that soul trigger on the first attack, already putting him at 0-4.
Yeah.
Pretty
Mhm.
powerful.
Patrick also found like the best, since he doesn't run the anti-runner, that's just honestly like the best zero he can start with.
Yeah, especially against Fate because they're gonna field the stock bomb. Ideally, they want to double Shiro to like help control the board and clock encore it. But We see Mauricio ditching the stock swap here.
I mean, it's not really useful in this matchup, right? Because Sunshine doesn't use
Well, there's
like,
just-
build a lot of stock.
Yeah, there's just that one case, but that is pretty fringe. Can remove the yo so that they
Are we
don't
going to
have
see
it.
5 zeros come down right now?
No.
Go into battle.
No
What?
way. This is America. Well, half of it's in America.
Mauricio's Australian. I don't think that's
Mhm.
happening.
2.
So yeah, he manages to run away.
What a weak play.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff so far. I'm curious to
Mhm.
see how Patrick's going to respond. Since
So-
he's running the Dia of Ricky, he might feel inclined to try field here, since he can just recoup that card. So we'll see.
He doesn't. Oh, yeah. He plays 15-0, so he might be able to try field.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rig can be pretty good. But then you give Fate all of their reverse targets. Do you really want to do that?
Yeah, I don't think Patrick will try field because of the
Look at that free
quote-unquote
pluses.
threat of the Sakura.
Yeah, that's an on-player reveal top add ditch.
I mean, like when you say like free reverse targets, though, it's you're implying that Fate's going to be able to get triple Shimakaze into their hand with one stock.
Mhm.
These are the best players in the world, Nico.
I mean, he did already trigger a Sakura, so
And
one down.
that's called
Yeah,
bait.
you're right. You're right.
It's called
Dean.
easy bait.
I'm interested as to why he didn't shove up the brainstorm with the clock encore in the back row. I'm sure it makes perfect sense based on his hand. It's just
I think he
interesting.
just.
I
he
feel like
probably-
Fate likes to push there typically, but based on his hand,
I think that's a
Might be
play
a
you
bad play.
typically make. If you suspect your opponent may be running the anti-runner. I don't know if Mauricio like looked at Patrick's deck list prior to this extensively. But
I'm
yeah.
sure he did. Yeah, but
spread out. It's like a couple refreshes.
Wait, what's happening?
Mauricio's fanning his
Oh,
grave.
Grave,
it's
okay.
The rider, like 2-1 oversize,
okay,
a
yeah.
refresher, and the discarded climax.
Oh, he's asking on what the rider, I guess, does. And Mauricio is also telling him that Sakura is just a full version of the 1-0 clock bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Front here.
I see you're chomping there.
Triggers the door.
Yeah, I am 1,000 power.
I forget. I'm gonna double check. Is that on reverse?
It's waiting room. I
Oh, it's
believe.
waiting. Okay, so he'll still be able to pay it
Yeah,
out
Ruby.
next turn if he has a brainstorm or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel.
He adds Ruby and not Chica, which means he probably doesn't have climax yet.
I mean, does like one climax being stuck in stock actually matter that much? I mean, because he'll be able to use a lot of stock later, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
But on death,
Oh,
pay one
he attacks once.
myself.
He only attacks once. I guess maybe because it's Fate canceled. So he's
Yeah.
not really inclined to push Fate up to level 1 quite yet.
And I'm gonna ditch a level 3-0.
Is there just the one climax in your waiting room?
I believe so. Let me check.
Okay.
Curious to see Fate's response here.
Draw?
I
Play
am
over.
assuming. Yeah, I am assuming he's no. It's not going to be play over clock encore twice.
you're.
Clock's another bar.
That is a lot of climaxes out.
I think the Fate player, he's got to be happy about this, right? Like he's like, wow, I have time to like
and
fix
hits
my hand.
brainstorm.
He hits the brainstorm, so I think 100% he's try fielding here. May even consider slamming climax.
I'll play the
Yep, there's Shiro.
The third rider bar. You know he has.
I'll play.
I guess he's just like debating right now on whether or not to field that additional levels here. I think he's weighing
There he
risk
goes.
and reward. Yep, there he goes.
Some of these aren't even big enough, right? He's gonna have to side attack this runner. Unless this runner mills a climax.
The only thing that can't get rid of the runner is the Avenger on the side.
Yeah, the Avenger is 500.
So
power.
basically, if the mill runner actually hits, then he's like pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so unfortunate it's not.
He did just trigger a climax,
Play a story time.
but no. Then he Ricky drew. So
battle.
he slams it.
Yep, he
Oh,
does
no.
slam it.
Oh no.
Patrick is out.
For your Shiro,
He's showing 2 out,
your Shiro
I
Yeah.
believe.
0-0 on the side is 1500 because of the climax, correct?
Yeah.
If he has another bar in hand, though, I think this is probably correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mill once for the middle.
This is so unfortunate. Oh, he actually hit it. What a good player.
Very nice play.
hmm
I will not mill for the back. So you're-
Strong.
He
Milling a
knows.
clean card.
Yep.
He knew that milling at climax would be a misplay. So he didn't do it.
True skill. Now cancel on 1. Show him that you knew.
6.
Ooh, Patrick takes it.
Oh, well, that's what he wanted. He wanted to be 1-0, right?
I mean,
Or like 1-1. If as long as he double cancels, it's still fine.
yeah, easy level Yoshiko runner here.
Yeah.
There's 6
Yep.
there.
Mhm.
You can continue.
I'll direct attack center for 4.
4. Oh, cancels on 1.
If
Strong.
he would have milled again, he might have been level locked.
Yeah.
But now he's not.
Yeah.
Um,
It's for 2.
2. And he
Takes
gets
it.
red. Very nice.
Yeah, so if Patrick's already ready to go, he doesn't have to clock here. I am assuming he's probably going to, though, since we didn't see him grab any of like the combo pieces quite yet.
Well, he ditched a
So,
yo over hand size, correct?
Yeah.
So
So he
he's
clocked it.
he's gonna get a 0 out of his deck by putting it there, as opposed to clocking the yo
that's the line of play.
to have it in clock over refresh. I'm guessing he assumes he's not going to be going to second deck here. I haven't been counting his cards. It depends on how many Akatsukis he plays.
Well, here it comes.
Oh, does he have the stock soul?
I'm going to assume he might. Maybe not.
He's been playing as if he doesn't yet, right? Like grabbing the ruby instead of the Chica. So
Your Shiro on
we'll
the
see.
side is now 500, correct?
yes, 500.
Thinking.
I mean, even if you didn't have the stock soul, you still want to put these bombs down, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not like you're going to be using them later.
If you do have the stock soul and you have a ruby,
And you've
that
got
is
it.
not a stock soul.
That is
No,
not a
that's
stock
gate.
soul.
That is a gate.
That is a Yogate, yes.
I think with how many climaxes Mauricio's shown out, this is probably fine.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to push
He is
damage here.
probably going to eat a lot of this.
It doesn't matter which climax is in your hand in this position. You slam
Yeah.
it and go.
Front on attack. Power to the Yoshiko.
He's just assigning power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's attacking to something like 500. He
Yeah.
needs the soul triggers, though.
2. It sticks. I level.
I don't even think assigning power matters just because he's like over everything
level
base,
7,
and
so-
Mauricio's list runs no counters. So
Yeah. Notably, there is no Rin anti-change counter in Mauricio's list.
I will front. Power to herself as well.
Yeah.
For 2.
4K.
hits 2. So unfortunately, he's not hitting soul triggers here.
2. It sticks.
So he couldn't push as much damage as he would
But
like.
what if he triggers a stock soul here?
Will
It
front.
doesn't matter.
That's pretty
Mauricio's would
pog.
be a what? Well, it stops him from
1/6?
clock drawing, right?
For 2.
No, it's only 2.
Oh, no.
1.
So this is almost like
Oh, wait.
pseudo worst case.
Wait,
but
how many
two
Shimakazes
of-
was that?
Sounds good.
Yeah, so 2 of the Shimakazes are in Mauricio's clock, and I believe
And
1 is still in
one's in
stock,
stock.
correct?
Yeah, the bottom card is a Sakura. I do not believe he paid that out.
Alright.
No.
Or no, he brainstormed. He brainstormed, right?
Okay, so yeah, he paid it out. He paid it out.
Mm-hmm. Mauricio clocks free fresh to get red.
Oh,
He's
set up
just
for a-
counting cards right now just to see if he's going to need to like Azusa or something.
he's set up for a pretty decent refresh now, right? Because of that?
Yeah, if he can get
Yeah.
through his deck, he's in a really solid spot.
He's going to hit one here and then probably...
Hit 1.
Oh wow, he did hit one.
Yeah,
That's a
dude,
little
we're
surprising.
watching the best players, Nico.
Shut the fuck up, Dean.
I just think it's important
I'll
that
add
if you
Yeah.
try this at home, you will whiff the brainstorm.
Well, he was what? How many was he out there? 6?
Did you
And
just say if we
then-
try this at home, we're gonna whiff the brainstorm?
Yeah. It's important for the chat to know, the people watching, that they will not be able to replicate these plays.
I think 5 were accounted for, maybe 6. Though.
Yeah, he was out either 5 or 6.
I'm assuming he's holding 1 in hand. He might have 1 more left in deck.
Out 5 or 6. Clock draw, like, eats all that damage. Clock draws brainstorms. I feel like he's pretty favored to hit there. Like,
yeah.
napkin math level, like, appropriation here, but not terrible.
Okay, so I think he might have had... Oh, he's choosing not to ditch.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh, he has it. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. So Patrick's going to see if he's going to run now. I think in this spot, you probably hold. Like, Patrick hasn't shown too many climaxes out, so you probably just don't mess with it.
I think he's showing 4, right?
Yeah.
Including the triggered. Or no, he paid out the triggered immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, so it should be, it's either 3 or 4.
Yeah, he should, I think he has 4, unless he has like another gate in hand. He is milling. Oh, never punished.
Is he considering second mill?
Yeah.
He is.
Excellent.
That's so
I
scary.
think if he does, I think that's probably telegraphing what's in his hand if he's considering second mill.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't he want to take some damage here, if I'm not mistaken? Like, right? Like, you don't use the Sunshine player want to eat one of these swings? If he triples cancels, it's pretty unfortunate, right?
If his hand is already set up, then I think it's fine.
2.
Spoilers. 1, 2.
Technically wouldn't have mattered, but yeah, he cancels.
Yep.
You are bigger than 2K, correct?
I'm going to take a second here to point out that I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't put the clock bomb in the center against the Chica, because it would put an extra 0 back into his deck if he cancels, right?
Yeah, it's like a really super optimal play, but maybe he wanted to keep board here. Well, it wouldn't matter because his character's dead anyway. Yeah.
If he takes this 3 here, everything's fine. Okay.
Oh wow, that's that was actually like a very unfortunate soul trigger, right?
Yeah.
Because now like Sunshine just gets to go off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if Patrick has
online.
if Patrick has everything in hand, this is pretty spook.
And I'm assuming you want to level reverse me, yeah?
How many cards are in your deck?
That being said, Mauricio is going into a very nice refresh.
Yeah.
I guess, which card do you want on top?
I don't know if it's nice enough to handle.
You say it's
board.
nice.
Those cards are never leaving the field after this. Like, Chica Yo is literally going to be on the board for the rest of the game.
Wait, Mauricio is at like he's at 1-6, right?
Yeah, I think he has 2 cards left in deck from what it shows.
So all Garrity has to do is get a swing for 1.
Yeah.
Why does all the commentary
thinking,
suck?
yeah.
We are called out.
The big thing I think is because he only has 2 cards in deck, presumed clean cards.
Yeah.
Like Dean said, if he can get a swing for 1.
Well, I mean, that's what he's going to probably try to go for, right? He's going to field 2 of the Chica and the Yo. And if he can do that, he's going to field probably like some 1 soul beater.
Yeah.
If he has the level support here, like the extra level support, to confirm the damage for the 1 soul beater, I think he just takes that like almost every single time.
Patrick has not scryed at all. So he has no knowledge of the bottom card of his deck, and he only has 6 cards, and he has to clock Rico here. So with 4 cards in deck, he can't exactly dig for a burn for 1 on the first attack. However, Mauricio does not play anti-change counter, so he doesn't have to worry about that at all. He can just field a level 0 and swing for 1.
Oh, he's interesting. Okay. So he's going to play the Ruby. Okay, pitches the gate. What's he trying to dig for? Oh, that's a pretty good card.
What if he did?
That might be what he's looking for.
If he doesn't have it in hand, if he just added it, that's pretty sick.
No, yeah, that is it, because he runs 3, correct?
Yes.
No, wait.
Yes, that is it.
Wait, no, why would you get rid of that? That's extra damage.
That'll make
He had so much damage right there. What the hell?
Oh my god.
This Fade player is like showing like 8 out. And while you could try to choose 1, why would you not just take that as like that's 2 damage on top, right? He could have swung for like 4, put in the middles for 5. It's actually only swinging for 3. Fate's actually crippled if that sticks.
Well, yeah.
Play another Ruby.
Yeah.
Discard the stock soul.
Oh,
my
okay.
God. That was so much damage.
Interesting. Okay.
He's refreshing.
Yeah.
And then,
Interesting.
Did he trigger a Yo the last turn?
Yes, correct.
I don't think he did.
There's a
right?
Yo on the bottom of the stocks. I know he plays Rico and then the Chica Yo.
I don't think there is a Yo on the bottom of the stock because that's
Yeah,
not a
there
stock
is.
soul.
No, because his first trigger on the first turn was a Yo, and he never paid it out.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
yeah,
you are
all the way
correct.
down.
Look at me.
correct.
I don't even like Sunshine, and I'm over here
And
paying
in fact,
attention to the game with you guys.
Mauricio is asking for number of Yos engraved to confirm.
But, I mean, to get access to that Yo, though, he's still going to need to play down another Rico.
No, he only has 4 stock.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Rico,
Chica Yo is 4 stock. Congratulations. That's
think
what I'm
his
saying.
hand's not set up?
He needs to play down the Rico to pay out to get the Yo paid out.
I've never seen a Sunshine player not have the Rico in hand after clocking the Rico.
Turn my heater on because I'm getting cold.
Maybe
Okay.
this is like my experience against Sunshine. Wait a second, he refreshes. Oh shit. This could be the worst play of all time. Oh,
No, I trust.
Yeah,
my
I trust.
Patrick.
No,
I
I
trust
think.
Patrick.
Well, no. So if Patrick remembers that Yo is the first card of his stock.
it doesn't
He
matter,
has a-
Nico. It doesn't the
Okay.
on top of the clock?
Yes.
Or
Or
does
No,
it-
did-
Ruby
no,
doesn't.
no.
No, Ruby just has to be in clock, so he's fine.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
if he play like, it's not going to be optimal, but like, yeah, Rico, you're right, Kit.
From top to
It's not going to be optimal, but like, if he doesn't have another level support, he can just like pay down a brainstorm because he runs the tap to salvage brainstorm, pay out the first stock, summon out the Chica, and then have her summon the Yo that way.
He got rid of level 3. Now there's no way he can burn.
Never put Sunshine out.
Okay, so he does have it. All right,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
He wouldn't have done that play if he didn't.
I don't know what else there is to think about. You just you just do
Yeah.
the thing.
Pay 1.
There she is.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're gonna pitch, probably grab the con on. Maybe not even. You probably don't even need to grab the con on outside of like scrying, because like your board is never threatened anymore.
Now, if he's a good player, he's going to top check a level 1 here.
Yep.
Ditches Yo Bomb. Reveals top to level 0. Perfect.
Take the con on.
So you
Exactly
just
the
grab
trigger he
the con.
wants. Unless Mauricio cancels here on 1 on this swing, his refresh is going to be significantly worse.
Yeah. Does Patrick in any world here opt to just take the 2 damage? That's a no, right?
No, because like you still
Mhm.
get the like +1 on your damage,
Yeah.
right? But now then
Yeah.
your other stuff is more likely to stick.
Especially because, there's no... Well, I guess he could swing with the Chica, but this is like 2 perfectly set here. He does play the Conan.
Interesting.
It's really
I mean,
fun.
this is the quote-unquote perfect board for one
Yeah.
Chica-Yo, so...
Well, I guess he can also use it to maybe confirm his draw if he's scared for the Ruby.
I take it.
Yeah,
Take
so
the 1.
He's so
it's
sad.
really brutal for Mauricio.
Yep.
This is like one of the worst positions he could be in because now he also has to like, if he wants to just like start looping the free fresh, that's a lot of
Burn
time to
for
go.
3.
Burn
Oh,
for
no.
3. Oh no, that was a 50-50. Oh no. No, Mauricio, not like this, homie.
What? 4 of the level 3 combo, 3 level 1.
Look, he blocked a
Uses
swing
the free
for 3.
attack to block.
He
Yeah.
blocked a swing for 3.
Yeah.
Mauricio's basically sacking at this point.
How many stock swap events and how many reshuffle events?
Well, he still has to eat the 3 damage. He's showing him how many events at this he have, so one of the free fresh events is unaccounted for,
How many riders are going back in?
but both of the stock swaps are going back in.
The rider combo. This one, there's 1, 2 going back.
I mean, I don't know what the stock swap once again does nothing in this matchup though. Like Sunshine like sits on low stock.
Sunshine can occasionally go for like a more compressive like game plan.
So one of the only things Stock Swap does in this matchup is that since Stock Swap works at level 1, if the setup for Yo is in stock, you can Stock Swap them
Mhm.
before the refresh, and then they're screwed. That's like
Yeah,
one of the few outs that Fate has when they don't have a lot of outs to Yos, and and Chica's on board.
But his time frame for that stock swap was like last turn, right? So it's like at this
the
point,
card is now dead basically, unless for some reason Sunshine
He
gets
ditched
into
it
a
in
refresh
opening
state.
hand. Well, it was one of his first stitches. I mentioned that at the beginning of the match, that's one of the few outs. But Patrick uses his free attack, clear the climax, going into his next deck.
Yep. And refresh point. Ow.
oh, no.
Refresh points the
no.
climax.
That's like the death flag, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Cancel.
Oh, but he
Still
cancels off the top.
Mm.
Okay.
Direct.
Incoming direct for 4.
4.
Mm.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take it.
Oh, yikes!
Okay.
That's a little rough.
Well, that's kind of like what. Okay, because Fate's such a like strong deck. If he would have canceled that, like if Garrity had not stuck damage there, it would have been it probably would have been like hard to imagine, like the ability to like, just like Azusa a couple times and like actually mill out his entire deck, right? Because how many Azusa does he play? He plays 4.
Yeah.
He's got the Brainstormer.
Always play 4.
Kind of tricky.
Well, so we saw that one of the events wasn't accounted for. I don't recall him triggering it, so like worst case scenario, he could also try to pop the free fresh event.
Oh, that's right. He does play that free fresh event as a 2 of, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 2 of free fresh event. He triggered 1 earlier. Do not believe he paid it out.
I can't
So
see the
1, I believe, is unaccounted for.
He doesn't have blue, right? So he'd have to clock blue here because he has green, red, and then
We'll skip clock.
He has green and red. No, he does have blue.
he does have blue. What blue is there? Is it the
Blink? It's the one of Blink caster.
Yeah, it's the card right next to his. Okay, so he opts to just free fresh here.
Yep. This is. I don't want to say expected, but with 1 missing out, I feel like that is a card that Mauricio would clutch.
Yeah.
Events in Fate, you don't have a way to. He's not running the 3/2 caster, notably, in his list, so he doesn't have a way to draw into this event at any point other than just hard drawing it. So it makes sense that he would clutch 1.
All right. Which order would you?
So it's still not going to be the best deck state from Mauricio here,
Horizontal, vertical, diagonal.
but he has a bigger chance to cancel.
Yours set up.
He also has a bigger chance to triple trigger here.
All right, I'll go.
It should be
You're
7
not
in,
wrong.
correct? Unless he drew, it should be 7 in. He's only showing 1. No
Yeah, it should be
triggers.
7 in.
Well, they're bars. There are no way for us to know without him
Yeah.
revealing his hand.
Okay. Next I'll play.
Well, he refreshed like 7, right?
Yep.
Oh no! Wait, why would you? Okay, so this seems wrong, right? Wouldn't you like Akatsuki first and then free fresh event after you're done milling your climaxes?
Do a brainstorm.
Hits 2.
I'm curious on this play. So he hits 2
He needs the
on
free
the
fresh event
salvage.
again.
He's not going to be able to get the free
Does
fresh
he
event
have
again.
another bar? Mm.
He might.
Is he trying to snipe that ruby for a card that he needs in deck?
I'll grab the Sakura Sakura clock bomb.
Either that or he wants to pitch a bar. Showing
Think-
3 out.
I'll
Well,
play,
like,
the
So
Sakura
he's just
Sakura.
going to crash board here from what it looks like.
I'll play the level 1 combo. And then
I guess
final
crash
phase,
board and get 1 surge off the Sakura. Also,
my
he
Yeah.
God, this
He
is
is-
the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, this is a
pretty
struggle
sure.
bus play for sure.
Oh, no. Oh no, that's really
Oh
rough.
no!
I will get
This
the-
is-
So he takes the blind stock. Is he gonna use
I
the
will then,
brainstorm here?
discard the bar to add the
Yes,
button
he
to the
is.
board.
He's
He
gonna
is to
take
get
the
the other bar
climax.
out of there. Okay.
Mhm.
But
This is one of the only. This is something very unique that Fate can do. It can grab anything out of clock,
for
Yeah.
as was mentioned in chat earlier. It's one of the only ways you can clear your clock to kind of hope and pray
send to memory.
for a better free fresh at a later date
Chump with the
or later time rather.
What? Dude? He's literally dead next turn.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
I'm
literally.
inclined to
It's
think
not
that,
hard.
yeah.
He's got like 6 already.
And
It's
then
so disgusting.
my one combo
I
That
think
bar-
this
that
has
bar
been
stopped the bar.
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I think this has been mentioned before.
So wait,
by
if
a lot of
Patrick
different
Ruby.
people.
Oh, Patrick does have the Ruby counter. That's really rough.
Effect.
Oh wait, he didn't play it. I thought he just revealed it. Did he
Why
not?
would he?
Oh no, that was damage. His screen froze. My bad. Okay.
Yeah,
Even if he had it, why would he use the Ruby?
yeah,
counter?
that's what I would say. You would not
Also
use
denies
it here.
the-
His opponent's free.
Oh,
His
I
opponent
think that
has
with
16 damage in deck.
yeah.
Mauricio has a 4-card hand, correct?
Yeah.
So
Mauricio has a
one
4-card
card,
hand.
one card over milling your opponent 5 when their deck is like recently become garbage is just always wrong. I don't think you care about the plus at that point because
Anyway, you know he's gonna play in that spot, play down another Chica, and summon another Yo, and then he's
I
gonna
mean-
burn 3, easiest game of his life.
Split it up.
that is
It's so
what
unfortunate.
Sunshine does.
He might not even like need to do that because he also has the option to just kind of clock himself. If he
He
clocks
does.
himself to 3, he can just hard play another Yo.
Why would he clock himself to 3? Why would you ever take damage at this point?
I mean, I guess that's true, but if he wanted like the double Yo to start being aggressive, just because like he just refreshed, right?
Let it go.
So like he's gonna be in this deck state for a while, and this just might be like the last quote unquote deck he would need to go through anyway, with the way this game's been going.
Wait, why'd you clock here?
He's at
Oh, okay,
2-6.
no.
Okay, yeah, so he doesn't clock. That's fine.
A1.
Drop searching. Interested
Now-
to see what Patrick is looking for here.
I think
Why
he's
would-
just
now-
gonna dig out a 0. Would be
So
my
I'm
guess.
actually confused here, guys. Can you answer this for me?
No,
Why would
No,
you
he
drop-
digs out a level 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why would you?
No, that's correct.
Like,
this
you
is what I
see-
expected him to
yeah.
grab.
You wanted him to counter the rider. I understand.
About Mauricio's only out here is if Mauricio does not die, he fields as many riders as he can with his mountain of stock,
Mountain
and
of
then
Stock.
tries to sort of eke out a
Okay,
late game victory.
One, he literally could not do more than double rider because he doesn't have enough stock for triple.
Well,
So that's one thing. Two, I'm just like, why would you not use the Rico to top check to see if you have a level 3 on top for the burns? Because like,
Are you gonna go back in?
because he wants to grab the Yoshiko first.
No, this is the safest. Like this is
Yeah, this is the safe play. This is what I would expect Patrick to do. This is the safest
This
play.
out's the
You're
only
grabbing
chance
out,
that
yeah,
Mauricio
you're
has to coming
grabbing
back.
out.
I've spoken about this before. The Yoshiko Bouncer profile. Fate also has this profile. Mauricio is not running that card. However, the Yoshiko Bouncer profile, where it is on attack, pay 1, pitch a card, give your entire board 500 power and a soul, on top of the Bouncer, is a 1-card answer to multiple defensive quote-unquote finishers. So this is the safest possible play. Now we see Patrick revealing a level 2
I think
off
he's just
Rico.
gonna stick with it. Yeah,
it's a lot of damage.
that is a
He-
lot of damage.
Now,
Grabs the
if you were-
Azusa for possible deck manipulation in the future. So I think this is all good.
Mhm. This is about as ideal for Patrick as it can be.
Yeah.
Go like this. How many climaxes in waiting room?
Patrick being able to front with like no fear is
That's really, really good.
really good for him in this matchup. The fact that he has full knowledge of Mauricio's deck list, there's no anti-change counter in the list.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
No anti-change counter, and even if he was to present the rider, Patrick just has Kanan to, like, if he doesn't want to use the counter, to just like bring Yo back without any issues. So yeah, burns for 2.
Alright, take it
Eats it
level-
as expected,
Straight
and then
to
he's
level
gonna have
3.
to. Yeah, he's gonna have to possibly eat
level
this
up
3.
caster.
This is the easiest lethal.
3, 1, cancel.
Cancels.
Cancel
Oh,
on
that's pretty strong.
1.
The sad part is Patrick is still presenting possible lethal here, depending
Yeah.
on his soul triggers.
For 3.
Oh no, what if he doesn't get the double soul trigger now?
3.
Yeah, he has to trigger Stock Soul here for lethal.
Patrick, I believe in you.
Direct. 4.
Oh,
and
no.
that's lethal,
He's
boys.
so good at this game.
3.
If Mauricio can cancel,
Oh my
no,
goodness, yeah,
that's it.
Mauricio's out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Mauricio was able to cancel,
Really rough.
I just want you guys to know there's a reason I've never beat Garrity at like one of these tournaments.
Yeah. I was like, when I
He could be the strongest player.
Oh.
One hand, but I hit 2. And that was a bit
that's so unfortunate. Mauricio did have a very good chance to come back if he was able to cancel there, and like he would have ideally healed down to 3-0 with multiple riders. He could only resolve 2, but Patrick did, like we said, he made the safe play. He took the Yoshiko.
Yeah, I think I was in a pretty tough
That's
spot
the The one card out.
Deny you as much as I wanted to early by rushing.
Yeah, so here's
See players re-racking here for
So
game 2.
yeah, after game 1, what do you guys think are like? What would you like to see Mauricio do to probably come back in this matchup?
So like,
Yeah.
I think Mauricio just got hit with like a really bad run of luck there, right?
Mm-hmm. I would
Just
agree.
because like, so he whiffed the 50-50 when he was 1-6 to refresh. So he had a really poor refresh. Then he was like randomly out all of his climaxes again right after the refresh. So he had to pop the refresh event. Meanwhile, Patrick's game plan the whole time is like not hampered in the slightest. So it's just really unfortunate for him.
I still want to point out though, I do think that like Mauricio's like order there was a little like suspect, where he like he used like an Azusa and then
Yeah,
a
I'm not sure why you would
Brainstorm.
Azus on a fresh deck. That's
Yeah,
unless
like,
you're looking for something specific like a one-of, but I'm not sure what he would be looking for in that case.
yeah, because I just feel like the second you use the free fresh event, you're like, I kind of want this deck to like last, right? Like you don't want to just like immediately start milling it.
Yeah, update the win count
I
when you
got it.
can.
I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So they're going again. Almost ready to roll.
I still think like one of the biggest plays that could be done here for Fate is to deny the Yo through the stock swap. So I'm wondering if Mauricio has thought about that at all or not. Because a common play by Sunshine players who play the Chica level 1 is that they stock away their Yo to guarantee it. Of course, last game Patrick did trigger it his first attack, so he had it in there already set up, so it didn't really matter.
I mean, earlier in the game, like we said, Mauricio did ditch that stock swap, so I'm unsure if he's thought about that line of play.
Yeah. All right.
Depends on how popular. Like Sunshine is either very popular or not popular at all, depending on your player environment, based on your locals and stuff like that. So
I mean, I think if there's only English-only locals around, I have a feeling there's a lot of Sunshine players there. If you have like a quote-unquote competitive English locals.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a strong deck, right? Like you have to build your deck to beat it, right?
You
Chica
definitely
Yo
have
does
to,
warp
yeah,
the
you have to
format.
definitely consider having an out to Chica Yo in your list.
So, I mean, well, isn't like part of the matchup? You can like just like pass turn. Wasn't it really unfortunate that Mauricio got a soul trigger after Garrity double canceled?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It was like 2-2 cancel 3. Oh, I'll let that one stick. It's like, oh, okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Mauricio opening
he
up.
hits 2 of his runners into clock though.
Are
That's
you ready?
pretty
Are
good.
you
Yeah,
still
that
ready
is
for a
bad.
runner to be slammed?
He did keep 4 off of the mulligan, so I would not be surprised that he at the very least has some sort of answer here.
The really bad part here in this matchup, because of the Shiro bomb, you're de-incentivized from keeping Yo bomb in opening hand as like a card that you throw out if you're going to attack twice going first, if you're going second. So that makes it a little bit awkward. We'll see how Patrick responds here, though.
Let's see these power levels too
Care
on some
to keep
things.
Yo bomb here at all, like the level 0.
He
Outside
opens
of, like,
runner.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
he
only
did
the
open.
Yo
Very
bomb,
strong.
Yo bomb just doesn't seem to be worth it unless it's like literally your only level 0 attacker, just because Fate has the clock encore support.
Yeah.
But not only that, but the Shiro bomb also means that like Patrick probably doesn't want to play down the Dia that he plays
Yes, that as well.
It is.
for the same reason as this Yo bomb.
Well,
Right?
the Dia is 1,000 power, correct?
Correct.
But Shiro's
Both of
also
them do.
Yeah, so yes,
And the
because it's
Dia-
waiting room.
Dia
It's
resolve-
waiting room, not reverse. Yes.
resolves her effect in waiting room.
I do know what your cards do.
Yeah. If you have any questions on them, feel free
So
to
one
ask.
runner hit to clock, and he still gets to field it.
Your deck has,
Yep.
so.
Let's go, Patrick. He like Nico said, he did keep the 4 off mulligan, so expected. He had his best.
Salvage the ruby.
And he mulliganed 1 just because he knew this gate was here.
1, I'll take it.
The strongest plays.
So does he attack with a brainstorm now? I guess is the biggest question, or does he
Yeah.
like hold it and to just kind of like to be able to pay out the gate reasonably?
Oh yeah, it's hard to pay out that climax otherwise.
Ooh.
I have a feeling he's
What?
really considering not attacking with the brainstorm.
I want
Well, think if the damage numbers here, if he takes 3 clock on cores, then clock,
he's
that's a level
passing
1.
just because he doesn't want to get blown up by a potential level 1 push.
Clock, draw 2.
Mauricio clock on coring the brainstorm as expected.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do that play, you're always gonna be clock encoring the brainstorm.
Clocks the blink caster means he has likely has an abundance of level 0s that he can play this turn.
Maybe I'm the fool here. In what world, if Patrick fields 2 attackers, attacks once, his opponent needs to swing for 1, and he's like, now I think I'll pass. Why would you even field the second attacker? Was it the climax that he triggered that like made him make that decision?
I think the climax he triggered was kind of like
even that. Isn't that overvaluing a single climax back into your deck? To say like I don't want to get like this extra stock, but like I've already committed this card to the front row. I don't know.
And
it's definitely like a really, what would be the word to describe like a fringe play? I'm not too sure. Oh, he's slamming the bar. Yeah, he's being aggro now.
Well, because
it's time to go.
Yep.
It's time to do damage.
Patrick manages to not whiff on the runner, so that's pretty good.
I'll start off with
Patrick's runner does plus.
Yep.
Both brainstormers in the front row.
So he can actually do the clock filter effect twice if he wanted to here. I think he might do it for once for the Ilya, just because that's like such a high value card. Is he gonna do it? Yeah, come on, do it. You know you want to. Make me sound smart. Yeah.
He might do it again for the clock bomb, depending on his hand.
Yeah.
He is considering it.
I think I'll pitch
if he has he just triggered a climax as well. So if he has an extra one,
so I
he's
guess
also milling his deck. That was basically an Azusa.
Oh my god.
What?
Kevin, we were saying he could have grabbed the 1/0 clock bomb as opposed to the 2/1 rider.
Yeah, his bottom card is a 1/0 clock bomb. I was considering that the EP killer. We'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see how that plays out.
I'm not a fan of the EP killer just because if like Patrick presents the dream board he did last time, the EP killer literally does nothing.
Very true. But we'll see. I mean, it's a 4 of a card. He might not need an additional one.
Yeah.
It's just when you're thinking about I've triggered a climax. If he doesn't have if it's a second climax, that 1/0 Sakura clock bomb, very high value.
Now this is where like Sunshine starts having like some maybe color issues, right? Because it's like he can clock, he could level red to be able to slam Sock Soul. But if he does, then he can't put down things like Azusas.
Well, it all depends on his hand right now because so Patrick opts to only run red yellow. So there's only like if his hand is ready for level 1 combo, he's gonna level red. If it's not, he's probably just gonna level yellow. So it all just honestly depends on what his hand is here. There's a little bit of a glare, so I'm guessing he's not ready to just slam our combo here. So he's probably going to be dropping a couple of rubies and getting through his deck. If I had to guess,
I'm interested how he's going to pay out this climax. Possibly a drop searcher. No, a second Rico brainstorm.
He had another Rico brainstorm in hand, and that makes sense if he just kind of like threw one out last turn.
He milled his entire combo.
Interested to see what he grabs here, whether he gives up abandoned Chica comboing.
Yeah, he's probably just grabbing Azusa or a piece of his early play combo.
Yeah, I was considering the Rico that he just milled as another likely target.
Isn't like his entire game plan now like pretty crippled if he gets hit to 2? Because like if he gets hit to 2, he'll only have 3 stock.
He was choosing between those 2 cards and chose Azusa.
Get like his deck into a decent state. I don't think he would be too concerned with hitting level 2.
I don't know what like a decent state means to you because like even if he refreshes here, he'll have like a 2-card hand, 5 cards on board, and like 3 stock. That's not exactly a good refresh.
That's fair enough. Grabs the Yo because I guess he needs a playable.
Also removes a level 0 from his next deck.
Yeah.
If the other targets are not high value, he might value just removing the 0. Also might slam it. Bomb a Sakura. Pay 2. Grab something he needs for his combo since he milled his combo pieces. Another possible
I
play.
guess he just grabs another ruby.
Discard stock soul.
Pitches the stock soul. Okay.
So he did
Probably
have the
grabbing
stock soul.
Chica, if I had to guess. Or he might grab Yo. He's grabbing the Chica. Yeah.
So wait. He had single Azusa in hand, right? Because he had to brainstorm to grab an Azusa, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But he had a stock soul in hand too. Would you not? Okay, so I don't play Sunshine, right? Because I don't like idols. But would you not, in that case, like,
On both of those?
Yes.
would you not just like hope that you'd be able to get your like Chicas and like try to hope if you're gonna hope for the brainstorm anyway? Why would you not bank on like being able to play red?
Yep.
That's all 4 Chicas. I don't think he had a single Chica in hand.
Yeah.
He could have been able to hit 1. I think he values the mill. Outside of that.
2, 1, 2.
I don't know. Like Fade is a really spooky deck to like not play aggressively in the early game against, right?
I completely agree.
Every turn you give this Fate deck to like not be level 2,
a level red.
It's just going to make its level 2 like that much stronger, right?
This comes Russ.
How many cards are in your hand?
5.
5. Direct. 500 to sell.
That is a good point. He could have drawn the stock soul after clocking.
Yeah.
Cancel.
This is actually going to be really rough for Patrick, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So Fate player has. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no. Clocks the bar. That's rough.
What happens.
I don't think that even matters.
Yeah.
He's going to have like 7 to 8 stock at the end of this deck.
My turn.
Probably.
He has multiple reverse targets that don't clear his board. This.
I know. I do think Fate's in a really good position right now. It's just that clock was, or that that mandatory clock, not mandatory, but that clock encore was just really unfortunate.
Fate is one of the only decks, notably, that can get out of this situation where they can trigger a bar on attack and filter that bar out of their clock.
Discarding Mystic Eyes Climax.
Oh, okay. So he manages to get a Shimikaze off of the Ilya.
That is.
Is that what he's going to grab? I think so, right? You have
Probably.
to.
Yeah, he has a gold bar in hand.
Yeah, so I'm assuming he already has another Shimikaze in hand, so we're probably just going to see double Shimikaze. He's going to leave Ilya as a chump attacker.
And if he doesn't, he's looking in his grave to see how hard he can sack this brainstorm.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's probably what's about to happen here.
I don't even know why he counts.
Or he might be or he might be considering, it's like, how many climaxes would I have left after all these attacks and searches?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to then do a
and if that's going to be good enough for him. Okay, so he opts to brainstorm. Oh, good player.
One salvage.
So he's probably either going to grab the Shimikaze or an Ilya. Ilya if he really needs to go through his deck. Shimikaze if he's good to go.
I mean, I don't even think he has to like super go through his deck, right? I think he'd be fine eating swings as long as it's not like because he doesn't have to fear like super strong Chikayo, right?
Yeah, he's not going to have to fear quote unquote super strong Chikayo. You're right.
Okay, I'm gonna add.
The problem is, like, even though he has the 2/1 rider available to him, even if Patrick just feels normal Chikayo without the back row,
he takes and plays an additional Azusa.
Yeah, so he wants to get through his deck. Okay, and he wanted it as a ditch out. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, he grabs the Azusa.
It's a pretty good card, dude.
That's a lot of flood. Makes me really curious as to why he chose the 2/1. Even into Chikayo over the additional clock bomb for the pitch.
Then I'll play a 1 combo and I'll play over for another 1 combo.
Oh, you
overplays
it. Interesting.
Phase. Story time.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Hopefully Mauricio can trigger.
He gets to pull 5 cards out of his deck. Of I think it's like 8.
I have,
Looks to be 8 or.
And even if he has like
8 or 9,
if he triggers a gold bar, he gets to like mill an extra card, right?
Yeah, he gets the blind stock 1.
Two
He
extra cards. Yeah.
He gets to get the gold bar out of his clock and into his hand.
I'm interested to see how he sequences attacks here. Where if he sequences attacks to remove cards, to grade and to increase the chance.
Yeah,
of
we'll see
triggering
what
a gold bar.
You want to
Ilya.
attack?
2, 3, 4.
You'd want to attack with the Sakura's first anyway, because they search, right? So it's like you're going to go down a really small deck.
Yeah, you want the most selectivity that you can get.
I'm gonna mill.
So it makes sense to attack with the Sakura's first anyway.
Yeah.
So he's
Patrick Mills.
Okay.
So you have revenge 500. I'll front attack over here first.
So he attacks with the Ilya first.
Um,
So I think he doesn't care about selectivity.
3K, right?
Yeah, 3K.
Although, well, it wouldn't have mattered here.
Yep.
The fact that he had another Azusa in deck is kind of sus.
Reverse, I'm going to give 500 to your 6K at a minimum on both of those, right?
6-5.
6-5. There you go, to the Kanon.
Nice. I was like, I don't think it's relevant, but
Patrick's just mind gaming him and assigning revenge value there, I believe,
I'll then front attack
Yes.
from the brainstorms.
You got it.
for 2.
It's one of the big boons of the Rico Brainstorm over the,
Effect, search.
I guess more common these days, Yellow Brainstorm,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
as it has the 500 power revenge.
I'll grab refresher.
Perhaps refresh.
Pretty standard pick.
Yep.
I'm interested if Mauricio has any bars left in his deck at all.
Alright. So that'll be my hand. And then I guess which order would you like?
Even if he doesn't, it's not like he's going to be left with a whole lot of cards, right?
Yeah,
He's
he
gonna
is-
have three.
He is guaranteed to refresh before leveling up, so he's in a fine
And
spot.
Finally,
Yeah, it doesn't particularly matter at this point. After all those Azusa mills, that there's a climax and clock.
Attack in the center.
Yep.
For 2.
Does not trigger the bar.
Effect.
Patrick eats it though.
I'll give power to the back row again. 'Cause
1-4 Yo and clock.
Yep.
Yeah, so the fact that Yo's in clock is pretty big, actually.
Play.
And
Um,
Mauricio did not field the clock bomb, which is unique in this matchup, as to where if you're crashing the clock bomb or you need to remove it or something like that, if you do have Yo and clock and you've clocked it yourself, it is the top card and will be removed.
I actually think Patrick is in a really, really rough spot here because
He
it's
is
like
kind of
he's
careful.
he's in that really, really, really awkward zone where he can't do anything. Like he can't make the level. He can't summon Chica Yo. Like with the way his hand has been kind of telegraphed to be sculpted,
Yeah,
it
3
doesn't
cards.
seem like he has combo. So I'm curious to see what he does in the next turn. I don't think it's going to be very strong.
It's going to be like clock draw, shove up, back row, crash 3 times.
That might honestly be it.
Literally, it's probably going to be it.
hmm
And
I would bet on that.
Um,
I mean, he's showing out 3 Chicas from what we've seen so far anyway.
A real man with 3 stocks, so that way you have 3 attackers on board already.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just trying to tell you how things are. Dude, sometimes these games go wrong.
It do be like that sometimes. You're right. Okay, so he uses the Kanon. He's going to save one of his attackers.
And then he's going to pay 3 encore it.
This will both be 5-5. This will be 2K.
Team, please.
Dude, it's,
No.
it's only a joke until it's not.
Oh no, so like if he doesn't have playables, I think he definitely should be like heavily considering using the Kanon, because if the next draw isn't a playable, yeah, he can at the very least fish for it.
Yeah.
And like if he doesn't like it, he can just move it to the bottom.
I'm actually going to leave it on top.
Saves the 0, puts the 1s back.
I think that's to be expected. The 0 out
Very
of
nice.
the most value.
That you need.
hmm
Draw.
No, wait, it's the stock soul.
It might be.
That might be true. It might be the stock soul.
Then he clocks and draws a Chica.
Zoom Patrick to clock draw here. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand.
Draw 2.
That was a playable. Why the hell did he get rid of it?
You are correct.
Mm. I wonder what his hand looks like right now.
3
Kind of
Chicas and a
Had,
stock
like,
soul.
those neato graphics.
I really wish we had like poker style, like, you know, under table. See the hands. It would be very nice for commentary.
We do this.
Shoves up his brainstormer.
And then
I mean, it's a tap 2 brainstormer, so it's like pretty. It's pretty like.
hmm
Its
Good
use has
card.
now kind of like become fairly limited, especially if you can field the 2-1 back row support whenever he
Yeah.
hits.
The second the Conan was used to save the front row, we could have expected that.
Yeah, so it looks like he's just fielding 3 attackers. Yeah, you were right. That was probably the stock soul. You were correct. So I guess the real question is now,
Why would you not
does he
stock
crash
Yo?
or does he side?
Especially because he's at 1-5. There's no way that Yo is not in his refreshed grave.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to crash or side, though?
You have 4 cards in
I'm
deck?
waiting. It looks to be 4.
4, yes.
So he still guarantees the refresh because one of his mill runners is probably... Yeah, one of his mill runners is living, so...
This is so bad. He has to, like... He has to crash, like, one of these lanes, right? Like, these cards aren't big enough to actually even deal with the Sakura's.
No, they can't.
So, like, do you have to... Do you side or do you crash here? That's the
yeah,
big
that's what I was asking. It's like... It's kind of like depends on what you're trying to gamble. Yeah, he's probably just going to crash. No, he's siding. He's siding. Okay.
Can you afford to play that slow of a game against this Fate deck? This Fate deck is already snowballing out of control. I don't think Sunshine can.
He crashes 1.
So he's going to save his runners.
Cancel.
He's going to
because he wants to mill that last card.
Yeah, he wants to be able to mill.
What can I say?
He might
Mauricio's getting a pretty
grave.
decent refresh. I think he's refreshing 6 here.
I mean,
curious to see that Patrick didn't ask again for the status of like refresh event and all that, but I don't think Mauricio's ever playing refresh event here on Patrick.
It's two of the level 1 combo climax.
Okay, cool. So assumption is either it's in stock. I don't remember if you paid the blind stock out,
It's in clock.
or it's in your hand. Oh, it's in clock. Oh,
I refreshed it.
it's not in hand then. Easy.
Yes. Like, we kind of need if it was in hand, but then I'd only be refreshing 5, and that'd be bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's split her up.
Vertical, horizontal, diagonal.
Yep. So refresh penalty.
Yep. And
Okay.
then I will... Let's go never punished. Side.
Side, yeah.
For 2.
Side for... Was that 2? Oh, yeah, 2, yeah. You have the
Swings for 2.
And I'm siding, so I don't care about the power assignment. So
He eats it.
I will take 2.
I think this is completely fine.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's Fate to exactly 2-0, and now they're able to
Just loop refreshes until the end of the world.
You win free fresh now. You would just attack 3 times, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying they now have that ability, though. Wait, he sided the Ilya. That's really curious as to why he did that. Because there's no counter to Fear of. Did he side it? I guess just because he didn't want Mauricio being able to possibly brainstorm for it and use it again?
Well, you could just play over it if that's...
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense considering Mauricio also grabbed the Shimikaze off of, like, another copy of the Shimikaze off of one of the searches. So, really curious as to why he side attacked there.
Oh, no, why do you...
Wait, he clock draws. Okay.
Dude, Patrick's got this game now. That Fate player just took so much damage that he wouldn't have took otherwise. Poor Mauricio just...
Is he trying to fish for the bar? I don't know if that's correct. I don't think so.
I'm going to play 3 greens. I'm going to play stock swap.
Stock swap.
Stock
Very
swaps,
nice.
Patrick.
Here we go.
Pretty crippling.
Exactly the play we thought about. What you talked about.
But...
Well, no, it's not, because Patrick still has access to the
yeah, he still has access to Yo, yes.
It's extremely, like, I'm not
This is
sure
a very
what this
volatile...
does.
No, but actually, this is like...
It puts zeros back into his deck.
I guess that's
like
correct.
Well, because that stock was clean, right? So that's seven dirty cards.
It's just a good stock swap. Like,
Yeah.
Generally a good stock swap.
Because now Patrick's going to be working with incomplete information. So it makes, it does make sense.
Which the one? Alright. You probably have one in your hand already.
I actually really like this play from Mauricio, even though the Yo is in clock. Like, it's just a good stock swap. Forces Patrick to play, like you said.
It's also like that was the turn that like he's never gonna have that much stock again, right? On top of it.
Never. No, he's not. So that's as like probably like the best opportunity to use it.
It also, if Mauricio is slamming this bar, de-incentivizes the number of times Patrick is willing to
And
mill
then when you take the
Yeah.
to try to avoid the reverse.
Yeah.
I almost have a feeling Patrick's just not supposed to mill here.
That's what I was going
There's
to say.
almost like no purpose for him to do so.
You just kind of
You
let your
would mill,
opponent take
right?
the pluses at that point.
What did you say, Dean?
I don't know if I would be letting some Fate player that I have to sack to high hell
Horizontal, vertical.
continue ripping cards out of their deck at this point. I don't know.
Alright, so
I don't know about
finish
that, my
on
dude.
top for 6
Yeah.
more.
6 more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overall.
Yeah.
We'll see. Stock swap is quote unquote random, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
refresh
Oh,
the
no.
climax.
The only thing that it really did, as far as like math goes, is it put like a bunch of dirty cards into his deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
30 cards, and now Patrick would have to like play a drop search to get like the full extent of the damage to his deck.
Of which he only runs one.
I'll
Yeah.
attack with a level 1
And I
card.
do not believe
He does
it
not
refreshed.
slam bar.
Hmm.
Cancels off the top.
player.
Woo!
Attack.
He'll
That's
let
pretty
this,
good.
2.
he'll let this one stick, but then he'll cancel.
Oh!
He's so
That's
powerful.
pretty
No,
good.
this guy's got a pass.
He's so strong.
What are you doing?
what?
No! Why would you? Oh, I don't know about that one, Kev. I do not know about that one, Kev. That is. I think that's a bit of autopiloting. I think.
Just handed the game on a silver platter right there, right?
Yeah.
Because Patrick
Patrick
skillfully
having
took
to
that
have
damage.
another turn with almost no playables at 1/6 there would have actually just been like devastating. But now he can just drop Chica Yo and it's gonna be rough.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
I think that was just autopilot there.
He
Yeah.
thought about it too for a second. This was like kind of strange. Is like he's like Mauricio. I'm so bad with this name.
Mauricio.
Mauricio.
Yeah. Like hesitated for like a half of a second. I wonder if like he was maybe debating between it. I don't know. That was like a very questionable attack.
Yeah, I do not agree with that at all. Because now, just look what happened.
He
He has the board
so strong.
from here.
Puts out the one from stock for
Are you ready
BM.
for the next one in the back row? Here comes the next Chica.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
it is.
because if he has another Chica and he can summon another Yo, that's actually so disgusting.
Ooh.
If he gets double Yo Chica out of
Yo,
there's
how
just,
disgusting would it be?
I don't
if he-
see any world Mauricio can live.
How disgusting would it be if he like discards a like 0 and grabs Chica out of the grave? I don't even know if he has one in grave. But
I don't believe there's one in grave. I don't believe we've
I
seen one.
don't believe. I think we only saw a Yo get shuffled in. I don't think there's a
I
Chica.
was not
Chica
counting.
could be part of his blind stock though.
Oh, gate.
Okay.
That's hand.
That is hand.
That could be another counter.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like,
Conan.
Sunshine's board behind counter like literally can't be answered by Fate, right?
Well, the thing is also, so Mauricio clocked the rider
So is there
one of his
grade
previous
waiting at the
turns, so he doesn't even have that as an answer anymore.
Fade out.
So
No.
right now, he doesn't have anything that like
Ooh,
on
there's a
demand
counter.
answers this board or even forces the con on out.
Let me see this too. Is the Sunshine counter like the Disgaea one?
Mm,
Mutual mill?
No, it's
No,
only
it's
your
only-
opponent mills for the number of music characters you control.
If
So it can do a
only
maximum of
Sunshine-
mill 5.
If only he would be able to fix his board state with that.
I actually really like the Yo Bomb here. Patrick's
Yeah.
going to pay 2 to salvage. Probably a
I think it's
Ruby
going to depend
Healer.
on his triggers, right?
yeah. If he triggers like another Chica, obviously, right?
Yeah, he's going to probably just salvage the Chica. God, this is such a rough spot for Mauricio now.
Mm-hmm. This went sour very quickly.
Yeah, it's just, that one attack, man. That was really rough.
But at the same time, like, isn't like his position as the Fate player just triple cancel and crash now? Like, I don't think he's like
Yes.
actually in that bad because like
Is like
he's pretty compressed, right? Like he could easily end this turn at like
Hmm.
2-3, and then just be like, "Oh, that easiest game of my life." And
you
just
are assuming
stop.
a lot because I'm willing to bet you money
He has like
that
9
Yo is gonna
stock.
burn 3, and then he's gonna eat one of those burn 3s, and he might eat another swing here. I would guess he's probably gonna end the turn here at like 2-4, 2-5, which is not ideal in the slightest.
I'm really interested why Patrick is deciding between those two cards. Maybe Patrick has a climax in hand.
I think he might also just be considering of is he hitting level 3 next turn?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like if he drew a climax, and is going to trigger a climax here, he could hit level 3.
Yeah, Fate just canceled. I think that we're about to see a lot of cancels on Fate's end, and then like Sunshine just I don't even think he can come back in this game.
For 1?
Yeah, 1. Like okay, he'll take that. Oh, he canceled it.
Canceled off the top.
If he gets this burn 3 though, that'd be pretty hype.
Yeah.
Burn 1.
Burn 1.
Burn 1.
Shout outs to Burn 1.
It is where we are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cancel.
This is what I thought would happen, and now Fate just has to free fresh and like.
Oh yeah, now that Fate has actually canceled all of that damage, yeah, they can just go through their deck free fresh, or if they have the free fresh event, they can just play it and they're set.
This is now going to be where we sit here and we go, Mauricio triple canceled again, and then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I crashed in this lane. I was a level 0 bomb.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, and like I think that's just what's going to happen now. Is just slowly but surely, like it's just going to be like draw, brainstorm, Azusa, free fresh, crash, draw. Yeah, it's just going to be like free fresh every turn, triple cancel, quad cancel every turn,
Cool. So
and Patrick is going to die in 45 minutes.
And I'll stand and I'll.
There is no time limit for this game, so this could be a while.
So,
He grabs the Yo Bomb, the 0 Yo Bomb off the salvage.
Wait, so he just grabbed a copy of itself again?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's because he triple canceled. I think he'd rather leave a Yo in grave. If he stays at level 2,
yeah,
the opportunity to early play again, very high.
5, so he's going to brainstorm and hit 1 here.
I'm just really interested what his hand looks like if he has another climax in there. Because when he triggered that climax, he was playing as if, like, grabbing the ruby, or he grabs the ruby healer, but he was considering grabbing the Yo. Just like makes me think he might think he hits level 3 this turn.
Yeah.
How many cards left in your deck?
Because you
He's
never
only
grab the
showing
Yo.
out like 2 climaxes, right? Outside of the one he triggered.
Mm-hmm.
But we also didn't get to see like what was in his refresh. So he could be actually out more.
Is he actually Mauricio just asked how many cards are in his deck? There's no way he plays like event. No, please don't.
Oh no!
Wait,
Why do you block?
Block.
Why do
Okay.
you block? Why do you take damage with your stall deck? That's like
I'm not agreeing with these lines of play. Maybe I guess he thought he needed to do it to be able to free fresh, but even then that's
oh, he knew that the Ilya was 6 down.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, he might have been clocking to find climax.
Yeah, so I think he might be considered just brainstorming and then dropping a free fresh after this.
But like even then, like I don't think as the Fate player you would ever need to clock to find a climax, right? Because like
I'll grab a.
your game plan doesn't involve pushing damage like that.
He did not have free fresher. Okay.
Yeah, so he's getting the free fresher. So one is in level and one is in clock, so that card is actually probably a hot commodity for him.
I'll play the refresh.
Yeah, even if he already had one, grabbing another one, not unreasonable.
I'm shuffling
Yep.
back 6.
I don't think that not having a climax is conceding the early plays.
I
because,
didn't
like,
manage to catch all of it because he shuffled through it pretty quickly. I think I saw 6 going back, possibly.
Is this one, yeah?
Well, he's counting.
So
The,
let's
um,
ride
I
Oh,
don't
the
think-
angle here is really awkward.
I don't think that like no climax equals like not answering the early because like you triple canceled, right? Like your Fate, your goal is just to sit there and be compressed. Sunshine actually can't deal with a compressed deck. You just sit there and cancel them. It doesn't matter that they have 3 soul beaters.
Level 3 Sakura's.
I don't think that's correct, dude.
I I'm pretty positive.
Listen, so
Mm.
okay, I know we've both been snake bit because we play against Kit all the time, but occasionally those like swings for 3 get through, and like the more of those get through, like the less chance Fate has to win.
No.
Like one of them may, but like the thing is he's clocked twice, right? He should be 2-1, and then he would get hit for 3, and then he'd be like 2-4, and he wouldn't care. But he would have like swung like 1-2, maybe 1-2, and he would have stuck 4 to 3 damage. And like it's like one of those things where you just slowly slip out of control, right? You don't have to present the gold bar. Your goal is to just slowly bleed the Sunshine player dry. Every time you clock draw, you're just like.
So I think that's
Going
incorrect
again.
because you're saying bleeding him dry. The Sunshine player never has to clock again because their
Well,
board
neither
is
does the
never
Fate
going to be answered.
He does the Fate player. He plays A+ing triggers.
I'm gonna do
Sure. Sure.
that. Or do I want to stop side?
Making sure to wait. This is mirrored, correct? He's not crashing his refresher, or is he?
It looks to be he is not crashing his
I am-
refresher, which seems to be
Interesting.
correct.
Mr. Kais?
I
Yeah, I
don't
would
think-
crash the refresher here.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not crashing the refresher.
I mean, he probably just assumes it'll die.
3.
I don't know. I have personally.
Patrick eats the 3. That's a bit of a yikes.
Hmm.
Personally, when I play like compression like decks, like the biggest one I have like experience with is like
Swings
the
for
Kokoro
3
deck.
again.
I
Patrick
personally
eats
just
the
crash
other
and
3.
cancel
This is
myself.
pretty rough.
Oh no.
I
This
mean,
is
well,
like
that's
worst case
right.
scenario.
Level 1 Chica.
He
This
could
is
just
not
die.
good.
And then chump into.
Well, he can't actually die here, but
For
And then
Mauricio.
Mauricio didn't trigger it all either, and he has 2 open lanes. So, oh no, he ate everything. That's really, really rough.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Patrick.
It's your turn.
I think Mauricio's actually just kind of sealed the game with that attack there.
Mhm.
Mainly because Mauricio's going to be really compressed here.
No clock.
And if he just eats any damage here at this point, that's just like really unlucky.
Actually, the order
Patrick did grab a Ruby healer. He can respond in some way. If he can play 2, that's ideal.
Heal first.
Yeah.
Use the on death of the Kanon to top check. Bottom deck that.
Okay.
He scries the top card to the bottom.
Yeah.
A second Ruby healer. Okay.
Yeah.
This is ideal for Patrick here. Patrick out 5.
Yeah, and that looks to be a fairly small deck. I'm thinking the Kanon probably revealed a climax and he just moved it down. So he's going to use the Rico here, right? To confirm the top check for the Yo. I'm not sure what he's kind of waiting on at this point.
3, 6, 10 cards in my deck. I think that is worse. How many cards are in your deck?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15.
He's asking Mauricio for how many cards he has in deck in total.
23
Yeah.
with was it 7 or 6? It was 7, right?
7 because he has 1 showing.
Yeah.
So he reveals another climax after pitching a climax. That's really rough.
So in that case, my play is.
That's very bad for Patrick.
Yeah, so if he doesn't if he already doesn't have an Azusa in hand, this is gonna get. I think he just honestly might be dead.
No, he's going to get this and he's going to play over it, and then he's going to.
That might be the play.
Or he could play over one of his like healers and then swap it in front of the. No, wait, that doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
He has to literally put it down and then play over.
Yeah,
right?
he'll overplay if he is considering that line of play. He has to overplay the healer back row with the Kanon.
But then
He has
he's
to overplay the Kanon. Yeah, so that is what he's going for.
But then
I
he'll
like
have
it.
2 cancels on the bottom of his deck, right?
Yeah, but it's better than nothing at this point.
No, but 2 cancels on the bottom of his deck. I mean, he's got a small deck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
that's good.
Yeah, it's his line of survival
Wait
here.
till he gets stock swapped.
Oh no, that would be really rough.
Yeah.
It's the play.
If
Is it? No.
Mauricio did have a stock swap here, that would be
Or the 1-0 blue event, right? That's also like an out to this.
a pseudo out. Yeah, I think the stock swap would be a little more devastating.
No, because he's 8-card deck that he said, right? Or 10-card deck.
It looks really rough, but I think it's like 8 or 9.
No, he said 10. He literally counted it.
Oh, okay.
Do you not have audio?
No, I have them muted just because I don't like other their feedback in there. It messes with our own commentary, I feel.
Hmm.
That beats it anyway.
Makes it even harder to avoid talking over one another.
Yeah.
We just go ahead then.
Yeah.
Front. Burn 0.
Unfortunate burn for 0.
Cancel.
See, this
Cancels
is
off the top, yeah.
we expect.
Direct power to self, sure.
Yeah.
3.
Cancel.
Cancels off the top.
What Fate does.
Man, is this guy's name Kick King? Oh my goodness.
No,
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
This is what Fate does. Like, this is like
My turn.
the state that like Fate should be in.
And draw.
But he should be at 2-1 instead of 2-3.
So how many climaxes in your waiting room?
6.
6. Okay, and then how many cards in your deck?
7.
7.
There's 5 damage on top. If he threads that 5 damage and then passes turn, it's the easiest game of his life.
How many cards in your waiting
That
room?
would actually be sick.
Yeah, no,
Because Patrick at that point doesn't have any more healers.
He would get 1 attack.
Oh no, he technically would. He has an additional Ruby healer that I don't think is accounted for.
30. Okay.
We're
So if-
assuming the card he scried to the bottom is a climax.
That's
Yeah,
a pretty fair
it
assumption.
is.
That is a pretty fair assumption.
Yeah.
Well, the first card.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a fair assumption.
Yeah. It was either a 0 or a climax.
29. Okay, so you have 6 climaxes and 29 cards in your waiting room. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I was counting again. I'm like, I missed one.
Yeah, no, all good, all good.
So, is he debating on using the free fresh event here?
I'm gonna start off with Lucky Beast.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, is he able to? Yeah, he has Blue and Clock, right? No, he doesn't have Blue and Clock, right? He doesn't.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
Oh no. He does not have blue and claw.
Hey,
Wait, his hand is in the way. That one card
Mauricio?
looked
I'm
like
just
it was
making
green.
sure. You have Blue and
I can't
Clock,
see the rest of the
right?
card.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
if
no.
You're right.
Oh
He's-
no.
He's realizing it.
Blue. Oh no, but I can't draw 2 cards anymore.
Oh, I think.
Oh
that's-
no, not like this!
Not like this.
Not like
Ah,
this!
damn it.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No, level
I
zone is
remember
red.
Before, guys, it was round. It was top 4 of Worlds,
Yeah. No,
but it had to do with an Akatsuki instead.
Oh, this is really rough. This.
This is like irreversible game state.
Possibly fix it. But if I remembered every card in my bin,
And
put them
waiting
all
on-
back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Drew
trying
two,
to
and then
do
put
right
it.
now.
This hurts so bad to see.
Yeah. Considering he was
Yeah. 'cause
on
I
the
had
road to
a
victory.
refresher.
Looks to be
I had an-
Shimakaze, Free Fresh,
4
and
finals,
Shiro
I
Clock
can't remember
Encore
which ones I had
in
against, so-
Clock, and then in level Sakura Brainstorm,
Uh,
and I believe that to
Roman
also be
games,
Free Fresh.
GG. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
F.
Whoops.
I was kind of looking forward to see like
That's
Fate
fair.
actually like just grind Sunshine out,
I should've
but
known.
I should be receiving a 1 for that. I'll be honest on that.
This
well,
is
I don't think
Yeah, no worries.
the one thing that's
Okay.
unfortunate.
That's fine.
Oh, what was being said?
Mute your Discord mic. Get into the call.
Yeah.
I don't think I think just because of like the way like these games are naturally done, I think it's. I don't think you should blame yourself, Garrity, just because these games are like it's like hard to see all the cards sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but I
Yeah.
should still know. And in all honesty, at an actual tournament, I would be receiving a warning. I know that. I've actually had something similar like this happen. So
Yeah, but like a normal tournament, you don't like. I don't know. I feel like the at least the call quality for me like sits at around 240p.
mhm.
So it's like sometimes hard to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't want you to get a warning because I just sort of went ahead and did it. But I don't.
I'm an honest
Yeah.
player. When I
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a mistake, I'll admit it,
Yeah.
just like you did. So
Yeah.
Now, Ryan is saying it's reversible because the entire waiting room is recorded. Well, the
Yeah,
deck
we
state-
don't have the deck states anymore, which is a
deck-
little.
The deck state doesn't matter in a tournament. You've had this happen before, Nico. The judge comes up and he shuffles your deck and he says, "Continue now," and you go, "Oh no, but please,
I know what the bottom two cards of my deck are because I bottom decked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If we can go back with the recording, I would like to, but if we can't, I don't understand.
But yeah, Ian is like basically.
So I think you might be fine because your bin wasn't that large, right?
Yeah, it was. I think there was 7 cards in it. 4 of them were climaxes.
Yeah.
We'll
see what Ian
spread
says.
it out a bit. Uh-huh.
Oosh. Moody Blues. Here we go.
Wait, what?
I haven't even checked. Did the JoJo guy win?
He did not.
Oh.
He had his soul stolen from him by Clinton.
Wait, how do I actually? I don't think I can. How do I reverse the live stream? I don't know how to do this. The what?
Because it's on YouTube, right? So you can just scrub back.
You can't actually use this. I can't scroll with this.
Yeah, you can't actually scroll with it, I think. You have to wait for the VOD to be able to do it. So we would have to end the stream, start a new stream.
No, I've had the video open. Oh wait, no, I haven't hit play the entire time because I've had it paused. Why would I
So you
waste?
just stop playing it,
Okay.
then you can scrub back.
Does anyone who's had this like playing, can they scroll back and?
The biggest thing is going to be my waiting room because there were 6 in 29. So
Yeah. Well, I can make sure that your deck state stays the same because I can just clock I can clock a blue, draw 2, and then just immediately play it, and your deck should be the exact same.
yeah, but it's getting to my deck state, is getting all the right cards into the waiting room.
Well, no, he's saying
No, he's saying he has a blue in hand, so he would need to clock the blue, draw 2, and he's still playing
okay.
the blue for
Yeah. No, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Still play the illusion magic, so you don't need to fix your deck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, though.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, this is for the stream. The head judge has spoken. It is going to be a game loss. According to floor rules 3.3.3, unintentional illegal game state, major infraction. The infraction is too severe to fix, and the game cannot progress. We are unable to determine the cards in the waiting room in both players' waiting room. In this case, the fighter who committed the mistake would be penalized with a game loss. So, unfortunate for that, Mauricio is going to get the game loss here, and Patrick is going to win this 2-0, unfortunately. I was hoping to see this go to game 3.
Ryan Wibbly right now.
Oh no!
Ooh.
I actually said the same thing. I was like, reminds me of top 4 at Worlds.
Okay, at least it's only the first round, so I can try and come back, right?
Also,
You can make the sickest
this
loser
is not
bracket.
Worlds, right? Like, so that's like another nice thing. This is just like these are good players, but it's not like.
Yeah,
I feel like it doesn't have the same stress.
Yeah, all players make mistakes, and this is online, so things are always weird.
Online is so hard to determine. Like Patrick was saying this at the beginning, it's so hard to determine the colors in your opponent's clock, depending on the variance in video quality.
Yeah.
It's very easy for things to slip through the cracks online.
So now that it's post game, are we like gonna like do like an interview with these two? Like,
Yeah, you guys have any questions you want
I
to
guess I should say,
them?
Patrick, despite the fact that it ended like this, thanks for the games. It was fun.
Yeah, same here, man. Honestly, I would have enjoyed playing this game and the next one out.
Yeah.
I don't think I was in a winning spot at all. So.
Yeah.
Loading? Is it loading? Wait, what's going on? Wait.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. I'm not too bummed out because it's double elim, so I can still like keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You play that deck well too. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So my question towards Mauricio is this is what just like I got me confused because like as like a fate deck, your goal is to mostly stall, correct?
Essentially, yeah. Once you hit like level 2.
Right. So the only thing that I have to ask you is like what was going through your head where the last 2 turns, not this turn, but the last 2 turns before that, you had like 7 to 8 stock, you had a sizable hand, and then you clock drew. And I'm just like wondering, why did you clock draw twice?
So the first time I clock drew, it was because if I had done all my milling, I would have still had 6 cards left in my deck. So I wanted to clock draw so I could start refresh looping.
What do you mean by all of your milling? Is that like implying that you can't find an extra Akatsuki?
Well, I didn't have an extra Akatsuki, and I didn't want to risk missing because then I'd just be in like a really bad deck state.
Really bad deck state?
Yeah.
Well, did you ever think, since you said only 6, right? At the end of your mills?
Yeah, I would have had 6 left at the end of my mills.
Would you not be able to just play overcard and clock encore once?
I suppose so, but then isn't that the same as like clock drawing?
It's the same, but kind of not, because like one, it like gives you the opportunity to hit and not have to take the damage. But that's just like what I thought with that.
But another reason for the clock draw as well though was because I knew he was like relatively uncompressed, so I wanted to get a climax into my hand as well and slam him.
Yeah, people were mentioning that, which that's like, that's on a per person basis. I think that's like a fine line of play.
Yeah, that's why I honestly don't remember why I clocked through the second time. Just trying to think now.
It's just something I was like curious about because like I felt like your out was just like canceling and just like poking and then just like canceling and poking, which is what you were doing. You're doing it very well, but like every time you take, because they kept mentioning like you're gonna like sometimes take those like random swings, and every time you clock draw, it makes it where like that random swing might actually be like game losing, right?
Yeah,
it's like what my thought was.
That's fair enough.
But that's once again like I'm not the one behind the cards, right? So I don't know what's going on, like how poor quality the hand was, what's going on really. So
yeah, I think actually both times the reason I clocked through was because like I wanted a climax in my hand to push the damage because I knew he was uncompressed, even though I might not necessarily have needed to because like I was in such a good spot anyway. But yeah, I think that was why.
That's fair.
Yeah, Sunshine doesn't get too compressed, and if it does, then it's susceptible to stock swap, which he had this game, as you saw.
Yeah.
So the first game I was able to just continuously push my lead, but this one slowed down to a pace where he was able to control the momentum of the game.
The stock swap was more of just a shuffle 6 back in than anything. It wasn't like it didn't really remove climaxes in a way. It was just.
But it decompressed me harder than I was expecting it.
Yes.
So it makes a climax more valid as a play.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
I do think like when I played it was probably the best moment because once you hit level 2, you're paying out all your stock anyway.
Yeah. No, we all thought that was like the correct play.
Yeah.
But it wasn't exactly like sniping climax is what I'm saying. Like,
it wasn't like it wasn't an insane stock swap. It was just decent.
It was pretty good though. It was pretty good. Yeah. And it definitely made it where like since he wasn't able to cycle through his deck, like that deck like hurt a lot, right? Because like he got those cancels and then like what did he have after? And if I'm not mistaken, Garrity, your the bottom 2 cards of your deck were climaxes, right?
Before the reshuffle here? No, one of them was.
Ooh. Okay, so the card you moved down. The first card you moved down. Okay,
because what we were wondering was if he had swung and stuck 5 exact damage, would you have died? But it seems that actually wasn't a line of play he could pursue.
Nope.
Because we were wondering, like, does he have like 2 climaxes on the bottom? That'd be pretty.
No, I bottom deck to level 0 because I need to hit the O burn to continue momentum or to try and swing momentum back in my favor. And on top of it, you move a non-climax to the bottom deck. So now the climaxes are guaranteed to shuffle back in if I make it to next deck.
Yeah. That's fair. We were just wondering because of the like we wondered if you had 5 damage for like exact lethal on top.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was also the fact that I've been holding a Ruby Akatsuki in my hand. So depending on what my top checks were and where I moved certain cards, I can mill down to enough at that point to make a difference. Whether it wins me or loses me the game is a different situation.
Yeah.
So I just have to be more flexible with where my cards are at that point.
And did you guys have any questions? I mean, like the first game was like there was like really not much to comment on, right? It was just kind of
it really wasn't. It was just me swinging.
There was something to comment on. It was that was this game though again.
No, it was this game. Are you talking about the one time where he could have left Patrick at 1-6?
Yeah, Mauricio, what did you?
Yeah, that's. I thought in my head after I did that, I was like, I should have left him at 1-6. I shouldn't have kept going.
Okay.
Because I know the first game was very unfortunate because he double canceled on like the swings for 2, and then you got a soul trigger, which is like. Your deck doesn't play a ton of soul triggers, right? Because you're 8 gold bars, so you have 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I don't.
4, 5,
13 or 12.
13.
Yeah.
You have
I'm trying to remember. Something I should remember, but I just haven't yet.
And I mean, it's not like super like relevant. You know that it's like it's like a 1 in 4 chance roughly.
Yeah, it's not a super high soul trigger deck.
So like the fact that like he canceled the 2s, but then you randomly got a swing for 3, that was really bad that game.
Yeah.
But that was like something that because of your low soul trigger count, like you would have never tried to play around, right?
Yeah.
The first game also just went in my favor heavily because most of the tech that his deck runs, my deck layout just allowed me to play around it. I was able to clock the Rico and have another card on top of it. So if I were to run into a clock bomb that turn, it wouldn't actually kick out my early play condition. And then I was able to hit first refresh before he was able to play a stock swap. So that allowed me to keep all of my level 2 plans in the zones that they needed to.
Yeah, I think Mauricio's his game plan against Sunshine is like what he was doing. It's just like compress, poke, compress, poke, compress.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, I can beat over like the Yo with this, but it sucks because then he just saves it and gets the Kanan back anyway.
So it's like that's not even like something you can even really use. So like pretty much your only game plan is to just get super compressed.
Yeah, which I think is fine because it's not like you can compress back that much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
you can't like fix deck states as readily, right? Because
I basically just try to get my deck state so good that I can't take any damage anymore.
All right. I have one last question. This is for Mauricio. When you play this matchup, I don't know how much you've thought about this matchup at least, but do you ever look for the play of holding on to the stock swap and wait for your opponent to drop stock soul and put a yo into stock and then stock swap it out the following turn so that they don't get the guaranteed yo if they don't have one in clock? Because that's a play I always look for whenever I was doing reps with this deck for Worlds and stuff.
Okay.
Is that something you ever think about, or... Because we were wondering that when we played a couple games.
I think when I was doing Worlds testing, that was a line I was thinking about, but I completely forgot about it for this. So.
You made him a stronger player, Kit. What have you done?
Hey, he could just watch the VOD. We talked about it anyway.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So, if just saying though, in general, if a Sunshine player runs into this matchup, they should be aware of that too. Just as like a learning situation for anyone who might have the deck out there. Be aware of that. So that kind of play might not be your best play. I've actually, before today, been practicing more of holding the level 3 Yo in hand. If I'm able to grab it off the Chica combo, if I have enough, if I have every other card that I need for level 2, even if I neg one off the Rico discard check top, I'm more than willing to drop the level 3 out of my hand just so that way I can play the Chica Yo that turn.
Yeah. Keeps it guaranteed regardless what your opponent does.
Exactly. Your opponent can't touch your hand, so...
Yet, but
yeah.
All right, I think that's it for questions.
Maybe I should have just played Gilgamesh, right? Would have done way better.
I think that's it for questions. You guys have any last minute shout outs or anything before we go here?
I'll let you
go first. All right. So shout out to you guys at Burn One for being able to comment the stream. Thank you for being available for that. Want to shout out to my locals here in Rochester. They've been able to give me more than enough practice in games throughout the years. They're a good group of people. Looking forward to improving with them. And shout out to everyone on the Discord as well. Everyone who's able to talk over different strategies with me, help me improve on both the English and JP side. Thank you to all of you guys.
All right, awesome. Mauricio?
Yeah. So I mostly just want to say, well, thanks to the organizers for organizing this tournament.
Oh, thank you.
It's been pretty good so far, even if I lost to myself. I want to shout out pretty much all my friends just like in my city for helping me test, like Matt and Darcy. They've been great. We've been going to each other's houses a bunch just to test, and it's been good because I was pretty rusty with this deck since Worlds. I hadn't played it much since Worlds. I got a good bit of testing recently, so that was good. Yeah, so shout out to all those guys.
All right, awesome. Do you guys know there's another match tomorrow, I believe, right? I don't have it on hand here. Let me check.
I believe so, yes.
Schedule. I actually don't know who's tomorrow. I know on this channel on Sunday we have Ian versus Broderick.
I'm really hyped for that one.
I'm super hyped for that one. I think the next match is it the SPTCG stream, the Taya versus Matt. Is that the next one? Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to open this. Yeah, in 11 hours it is. So that would be your next one. It's on the SPTCG Weiss Schwarz channel. Let me throw this up in chat here for you guys. So you guys can set reminders for that. Other than that, I think that is it. The last thing here I'm going to do, because there's a lot of people here, is... where is it here?
Oh, no.
Here. No, it's not it. First, thanks for watching. And I need more people on Twitter to follow me. So, AkitoruJP. All right? I need the clout on Twitter. All right? That's all I ask for. Thanks for joining.
He asks every week.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We have some cool stuff we're going to announce next week on our podcast on Burn One, so be sure to check that out. It's going to be some really exciting stuff we've been working on. Besides that, see you guys all later.